The trees with the deepest roots are the ones that grow the slowest. Trust your process, be honest with yourself, and validate your own effort, even if nobody else sees it. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode. Today, I want to start with a very directed question. It is the kind of question we ask ourselves in the dead of night, right after the phone screams goes black. How many times have you felt like you are doing everything right, but nothing is actually working out? If you are going through this right now, I need you to give me your full attention. You are not alone. And more importantly, you are not failing. Living with the constant feeling that your effort is invisible or useless is one of the most exhausting experiences in life. We build plans, we follow the rules, we work late, we sacrifice our weekends, and yet, at the end of the day, the future still looks like any unpredictable blow. The fear that tomorrow will go wrong starts to suffocate today. But what if I told you that this frustration is not a sign that you should quit? What if it is actually a signal that you just need to realign your path? Today, we are going to talk about how to be deeply true to yourselves, how to release the heavy weight of future anxiety, and exactly what to do when it feels like nothing you do is working out. We have been told our entire life, just be yourself. It is a beautiful phrase for a social media caption, but the question is, what does it actually mean in real life? Most of the time, we are not being ourselves. We are a collection of our parents' expectation, the pressures of the job market, social media trends, and the deep fear of being rejected. We spend years trying to build a life that looks good from the outside, but completely crush us on the inside. We should work on our spirit. To be true to yourself and to start attracting the things that you genuinely want, you have to audit your core values. You have to discover your non-negotiables. Ask yourself this. If nobody was watching, if nobody could judge you, and if money were not any issue, what would bring you peace? What would make you feel alive? It could be creativity, freedom of time, security, or a desire to help others. When you do not know your values, you accept any opportunity that comes your way, even if it pulls away from who you are. That's exactly where the feelings that nothing is working begins. Sometimes things are not working because you are trying to open the wrong door with the wrong key. Being true to yourself means having the courage to drop what society says you should want so you can chase what you actually want. Let us address the elephant in the room, the frustration. You are working hard, studying, trying to change careers, invest in a relationship, or building a project, and the results are simply not showing up. We live in a microwave culture. We want to press a button and see success happen in 30 seconds. It's not possible. When it does not, we immediately blame ourselves. I'm not good at this. I'm not enough. I'm just unlucky. The universe is against me. And I want to propose a radical shift in perspective. What if the fact that is not to work is not a failure, but simple neutral data? Think about it. When a scientist runs an experiment in a lab and he fails, they do not sit down and cry, claiming the science is not for them. They look at the data, identify what went wrong, and adjust the formula. If what you are doing is not working, you have two choices. You either change your strategy or you change your definition of working out. Often, we're so obsessed with the final outcome, the peak of the mountain, that we fail to see how the climb is transforming us. Focus on your daily system, not the goal. You cannot control whether you get a yes today, but you can control whether you show up with integrity. This brings us to the ultimate thief of our peace: worrying about the future. Anxiety, by definition, is living a moment that does not exist yet. It is trying to solve tomorrow's problems using today's energy. And guess what? It does not work. It only leaves you exhausted in the present. Listen, the blunt truth is that you will never be able to control the future. You can plan every single detail perfectly, and life is still find a way to surprise you, for better or for worse. It just means you need to shift your trust from the outside to the inside. Work on your spiritual life. I'ma tell you something. God is everything. Miracles exist. Instead of thinking, I hope the future treats me well, start thinking, I trust my ability to handle whatever the future brings. Look back at your life. Remember your worst days, the times you were knocked down, and the moment you thought your world was ending. You survived every single one of them. You are here today. Listen to this podcast. Your success rate for surviving difficult days is 100%. Bring your mind back to the right now. Ask yourself, in this exact second, is there a real problem, or am I just suffering in anticipation? The future is built using the bricks of today. If you do the best you can right now while staying true to who you are, tomorrow will take care of itself. Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with a small challenge. If you feel completely lost, stop for 1 minute. Disconnect from the noise of the world. Write down a piece of paper what truly matters to you. Align your action with that truth, even if they are just tiny, invisible steps. Success is never a straight line. It is full of curves, step backs. Do not fear the time it takes to build something real. The trees with the deepest roots are the ones that grow the slowest. Trust your process. Be honest with yourself and validate your own effort, even if nobody else sees it. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. If this episode brought you some comfort or clarity, please share it with someone who needs to hear it today. Take care. Stay true to who you are. And always remember, God loves you so much. I'll see you in the next episode. I love you.